Hi everyone, welcome back. We just kind of launched this effort last week, and as much as possible I want to stick to a weekly schedule just to keep your hearts encouraged, to give you little nuggets from the Word and a progression of revelation that I think is very much on the Spirit's heart in this hour. I mentioned last week that in launching this, we want to build out of Psalms 127 the way the Lord builds His house. Otherwise, we must all admit on the front end that we're laboring in vain. And none of us want to labor in vain. So each of these little touch points are going to be about 5 minutes. Just a quick, not highly polished, just speaking from the heart in the Word, quick but hopefully meaty bites of encouragement for you as leaders in the house of prayer. I'm so appreciative of your efforts as you all hold the ground in your various cities and regions and you apply with faith the mandates God has given you. So let's just look for a second at Psalm 127. We know unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain that build it. But it goes on to say that unless the Lord guards the city, the watchman keeps watch in vain. So we aren't just building a house, we're building a house in such a way that we fully believe is a watchman on the wall of our cities. We're undertaking divine mandates to guard our cities in prayer. And so in context, the way a city gets guarded is the way a house gets built. The Lord has to give the blueprints and the instructions and the DNA and the assignments, the prophetic assignments, and we have to follow through and execute in a way that builds as He wants it built. So it's no accident, as far as I'm concerned, in Psalm 127, that the Lord's house is built and the city is guarded in a context throughout this psalm that leads to this passage about children being a gift from the Lord. It's sons are a gift from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is His reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior, so are the sons of one's youth. How blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They shall not be ashamed when they speak with their enemies in the gate. This is an ecclesia passage. We are given more understanding in Matthew 16 when Jesus Himself hands His disciples keys to these gates. And if the writer of the writer of Psalms is here saying that this man who's been blessed by the Lord with sons will not be ashamed in the gate, how much less will God Himself be ashamed in the days to come? And the reason He is not going to be ashamed is because it is His intention by His Spirit to have a fully operating understanding and model of sonship in the building of His house and in the guarding of His cities. This is the work of the Spirit. It's why we read in Romans 8 that all those who are being led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God. For we haven't received the spirit of slavery. This is in Romans 8, starting in verse 14. Verse 15, we haven't received the spirit of slavery leading to fear, but the spirit of adoption by which we cry out, Abba, Father. It's this Spirit, the work and activity of the Spirit within us that produces a sonship mentality, because it is not only the bride who builds the house in partnership with the bridegroom in affection and bridal love, but it is sons with the authority of their father executing His will who create and impart the dynamics by which the house is established and the city is guarded. And this is the work of the Spirit within. I want to look at this more in the weeks ahead out of Romans 8. It is the work of the Spirit within to confirm our identity as sons. Be blessed and encouraged this week.